DN here with another Hockey Parenting 101 video. Today's video, I'm going to talk about ice time. This is just going to be another quick video, hopefully quicker than the last one. I'm just going to go through what a parent, guardian, whoever's taking the youth player to the rink, what they should expect for ice time in a game. It's varying. It's depends on what level you're playing is a big factor. Depends on the number of players you have on the team. If you have a short bench, you're probably going to get more ice time. If you have a full bench, like 16 players, you're going to get a little bit less ice time. But let's get to it. I'm going to talk just general ice time. So when you're watching a game, general rule of thumb, when your player is out on the ice, is roughly 30 to 45 seconds max should be a shift. So in hockey, they call them shifts when your player is out there. So if they're out there playing forward, playing defense, that's their shift. And they could be on, if you have, usually what you'll see on a full bench is you have 3 lines of forwards and maybe 3, possibly 2 lines of defense, or maybe 5 defensemen, which you see quite often, which they just rotate in pairs of 2. So usually when you're on offense, let's stick with offense, you have 3 lines of 3, so 9 players there. So you would have 3 lines. So when your line's out there, you're on shift. That's your shift. And you're out there for 30 to 45 seconds. By the time you hit 45 seconds, if you've been skating the whole time, you should want to come off. You should be ready to come off. So when your player is playing a game and the team is rotating 3 lines the whole game, and say you're playing 15-minute periods, you're probably going to see your player play between 12 to 14, 15 minutes, right? That's the amount of ice time, which is a good amount of ice time. If your player is playing house league or early on they're playing what we call house league, which is just it's pretty much recreational. The expectation, if I was a parent, the expectation would be equal ice time. What I mean by equal ice time is that, like I've said previously, that there's 3 lines of 3 forwards. Your son or daughter is on one of those lines, and those lines are just rotating constantly. There's no favoritism for any of the lines. That should be what happens at the house level. It should be equal ice time. If you see a coach, if your coach is short shifting or what they call shortening his or her bench, meaning they're only using 1 or 2 lines of the 3 for a good portion of the game, especially at the end of the game if it's close, trying to win a game, that is BS. At the house level, that is BS. You should not be trying to win a house hockey game. It's not worth it. You're to stunt the growth of all your players trying to win a game. I will go into a later video on the price of winning, so to speak. You should not be thinking about winning games at that level. It should be about youth player development. Even at travel, for the most part, and I'll talk about travel here in a minute, I would say even travel leagues at the youth level, you should not be trying to shorten your bench to win games. But we could have that argument with coaches. But at the house level, do not hesitate to throw a fit if your kid's getting benched, essentially, and losing ice time because the coach is trying to win a house hockey game. For travel, a little bit different. So when my son was playing high school, and it was even, I would say high school was a club team, so I wouldn't even know if it really wasn't a travel team, but it was a high school team, and the area we were in, the high school hockey was a big thing. So he had to, and we moved to that area right before his high school, so he didn't know anybody, didn't know the coaching staff or anything. He had to earn his ice time. We went and traveled 4 hours for league games over the weekend. 4 games, he played maybe 3 minutes, and I am not joking. And it was tough. We were pissed off parents having to watch that. But we didn't have any choice. We had to suck it up. because that's the way they did business there. And we just had to tell our son, like, you're going to have to earn your ice time. You're going to have to earn it in practice. That's when you earn it, not trying to get in. And when you do get your minute of ice time, you better skate until your legs essentially fall off. You can't walk at that point. You better fly for that 1 to 2 minutes you're getting. So the next time it gets up to 3-4 minutes. And that's what he did. And by the middle of the season, he was getting significantly more ice time. Yeah, I think he was even on, I think he ended up being like second line by the end of the year as a sophomore, which was amazing. He did a great job, but he had to earn it. So I would tell you, if your kid's playing youth travel, they need to earn their ice time. I tell my daughter that. She's on a travel team. You got to earn your ice time. Don't take breaks in practice. Don't slack off in practice. Otherwise, you're gonna notice your ice time dwindle in games. So travel, you should expect that your kid's gonna have to earn their ice time, but it shouldn't be. And when I say earn your ice time, like my daughter, when it comes down to the end of the game and there's a couple minutes left and it's a close game, my daughter's one of the players that gets more ice time. So there are some kids that don't, and that's part of the deal. If you're doing travel, it's kind of the risk you take. So that's all I got about ice time. I will talk later about practice versus game time. There's a bunch of videos that I'm thinking through, trying to figure out when I'm going to do them. So I'm excited that I have a lot of topics to talk about. But I think that's all I have to say about ice time. Quick and dirty. I keep saying quick and dirty, but I keep talking. I keep rambling on. So I'm going to shut up now. Appreciate you watching. Please subscribe. I got 4 subscribers now, which is great. I'm looking forward to getting more. Hopefully I do get some more in the future. But please subscribe. Hit that like button. Please comment if I'm not doing something. If you think I can improve the way I'm doing my videos, let me know. I'm all ears and eyes, looking for some feedback. Would enjoy that. It would help me improve and bring better videos to anybody that wants to watch them, anybody that's big hockey fans. So, and I think that's it. So Crisis DN, signing off.